welcome to the Mindfully Strong podcast. In this episode, I discuss with you living a balanced life. There are so many programs and fitness professionals I see out there pushing these extreme low-calorie diets as well as high-intensity workouts to get their clients extreme results. And however, I can appreciate their forward thinking in regards to getting people results. My goal is to help people achieve health long-term for their entire life. We're doing a sustainable process that's not going to feel like they're needing to kill themselves while they're exercising or starve themselves while they're eating. Let's dive in. Thank you for joining us.
Start to clap, 'cause I'm feeling good.
Living a balanced life. Isn't that something we all want to achieve? I know for myself, I have a vision board, and on that vision board are things that I want to achieve both personally, professionally, family-wise, friends-wise, really encompassing everything in my life. What if we took that same approach to our health and fitness? What if we were able to enjoy treats and go to parties and have a drink here and there and still achieve our results? That's what this episode of Mindfully Strong is all about, living a balanced life. I not only wish for you to live a balanced life personally, professionally, but also live a balanced life with your health. I want you to be able to enjoy foods that you love. I want you to be able to do activities you love, miss a workout here and there, and still feel like you are on a better path to your best health, okay? So that's what we're here to talk about today. So we really have three categories that we're gonna break this down into, and the first one is no one-size-fits-all solution. I think there are too many programs out there on the market that it's like, hey, do these HIIT workouts, achieve these results. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, so we'll talk about that. We also want to give ourselves some breathing room, so we'll talk about that too. There's too much all-or-nothing mindset going on out there. If you miss a workout, it's not the end of the world. Miss a meal, it's not the end of the world. If you eat, a couple chili cheese dogs, it's not the end of the world either. So we're going to give ourselves a break. And the third thing we'll discuss in this episode is making time for you. I am a busy parent, I'm a busy professional. I know that if I don't have me time, everything else falls apart. And I know a lot of people are too busy to even enjoy a cup of coffee on their own once or twice a week. So we want to address that too, okay? So those are really our three categories we'll dive in today with living a balanced life. And we're really talking about your health and your fitness here on Mindfully Strong. First one, no one-size-fits-all solution. I had a phenomenal professor at ASU when I attended their exercise and wellness program that always talked about, if your trainer doesn't tell you, if they don't tell you that the best approach depends on the individual, they're not a very good trainer. In fitness, we want to be extremely adaptable. We want to do not a one-size-fits-all solution. We really want to think about overall health encompassing for each individual differently. So let's unpack this a little bit. We know that we need resistance training. We know that we need cardiovascular training and endurance training. And we know that we need flexibility and mobility work to be successful. Those components really help us have a well-rounded, balanced body. However, if everyone did the same program, you would not be equally balanced. And here's why. We're all extremely different, right? So for myself, I have a very strong upper body. My low back and my legs and posterior chain are a little bit weaker. So if I did a program that was really well balanced and wasn't more lower body and hip and glute focused, I would continue to have that weakness, right? So for myself, I have to over-program glute activation, over-program deadlifts, over-program core work for myself because those are weak points. Whereas someone else maybe has a really strong glutes and really strong low back, but their upper body's weak. So their program's gonna be more upper body heavy than someone like me. So we really wanna make sure we're addressing our weaknesses in our fitness program based on our body type, and we're not just doing a one-size-fits-all plug-and-play program. That being said, there are lots of basic programs that will help you address your weaknesses regardless of what they are. One example of that would be the 5x5 Strong program. You just do your basic lifts, your deadlift, your squat, and your bench. I think maybe an overhead press, and possibly a row too, but addressing 3 to 5 different lifts, you're gonna get stronger, you're gonna get better. It's not a customized program to address your imbalances, but still it's well-rounded and it's gonna help you improve. But again, don't think that you can just go out there and find one program that worked for either someone else, it worked for a trainer, it worked for your younger sibling. It does not mean it's going to work for you. We want to make sure we're taking a well-rounded approach that is definitely addressing your individual needs. So again, if you're someone that can run 2 miles no problem, but you're unable to do a push-up, your program is going to be specific to gaining body strength. We'll still do that endurance work because you enjoy it and you're good at it, right? You don't want to take that away from yourself, but you just want to make sure that you're touching on those weaknesses and you're improving them each and every time you go to train. And training could be done at home, at the gym, anywhere. We just want to think about our movements that we're doing as improving our body for us individually. So we want to make sure that program matches our individual needs. And that being said, I do want to make sure we're checking the boxes for the American College of Sports Medicine's recommendations for allocated exercise each and every week. So although we're going to customize and tailor to your needs, and that's what I highly suggest for you to do. So if you're an endurance runner, you're going to focus on strength training because that could be a weakness for you, right? Now, if you're very strong, but you can't walk a mile without getting out of breath, well then guess what? Let's focus more on endurance. But with that being said, we want to make sure we're still getting at least 150 minutes of low intensity cardiovascular exercise per week. So 30 minutes a day of walking, checks that box, or 75 minutes of high intensity cardiovascular training. So that could be riding a bike, running, jump roping per week. So we want to make sure we're checking that box and getting at least 2 days of strength training in per week, total body strength training, to prevent decreased bone density and to prevent injury. So everything I said there with customizing your program and no one-size-fits-all solution is absolutely true as long as you're checking those boxes of 150 low-intensity cardio minutes per week, 75 higher intensity, and 2 strength training days, okay? So let's make sure we're getting that done. Now, in regards to breathing room, when you are taking a customized approach to your health and fitness, you create so much more breathing room for yourself, okay? To do things like go to events, go to dinner, go to weddings, and really just take the leash off a little bit in regards to your health and enjoy things like pizza and enjoy things like beer and wine and still be able to achieve your health and fitness goals. So how do you do that, right? Well, one, you want to make sure that you have a program that is helping you individually move towards that finish line or that ideal health, okay? So once you have that customized program where you're hitting the strength training, you're hitting the cardio, you're really addressing your weaknesses, and you're getting that done 80% of the time, those times where you feel like you're either falling off track or getting pushed back aren't going to impact you as much because you get right back to that routine, you're 80% consistent, and you're still seeing results. Also, when we think of a more balanced approach to our health, we can have things like a couple slices of pizza and a salad. We don't do things like just eat pizza or just eat salad. We're able to mix things together, have a more balanced approach, and really enjoy life, enjoy the foods that we love, enjoy the activities and friends that we love, but still see results in our health and fitness, which is super important and super impactful if you're trying to move the ball down the field, especially if you're looking to do things like prevent chronic disease. Like, I know that's something that's important for me. I've actually had 3 relatives die before the age of 60 due to cancer, and close relatives, my grandmother and my grandfather on my mom's side, and my uncle on my dad's side. So for me, doing this exercise stuff is extremely important for me to prevent chronic disease long term. But if I'm go and don't have a balanced approach, I'm just gonna burn out and I'm not gonna be able to sustain it. And same for you. So that's why we want to give ourselves that breathing room. Make sure you can have a couple drinks every week if that's what you enjoy. Make sure you can have some dessert, but we've got to get into our routine of 80% of the time following a program that addresses our weaknesses and checks the box of those allocated exercise minutes, as I mentioned, each and every week. All right. Final thing for living a balanced life with your health is giving yourself some you time. I used to think that I could just do like a 30-minute strength training workout and that was my you time, and I got mindfulness done, I was getting stronger and working on my health. As a busy parent and professional, that is not true. Some of us, maybe we work out online with a coach, right? Maybe we go to a group class somewhere. That's you time in itself, but it's dedicated to exercise. It's dedicated to your physical health. I really want to encourage you to live a balanced life physically and health-wise by giving yourself more you time, alone time. There was a time when I never even went on a 10-minute walk without my headphones in. I just couldn't sit with my own thoughts long enough to make that happen. And now I really enjoy and seek outdoor time alone. Sometimes I'll listen to music, sometimes I won't, but I just really seek time where it's just to myself, where I can be in my own thoughts, kind of reflect, project forward, do some visualization on goals, but really just have you time. So here's some simple examples to get yourself some more you time. One is a walk alone, just like I mentioned. I think everybody should have kind of a go-to walking trail near their home that hopefully is safe, right? It's well lit if you want to walk at night, but just something where you can walk out, step outside, 15 minutes, hit your walk and give yourself that you time. So find that space in your neighborhood. Highly encourage that. Second, give yourself some time in the morning before your spouse, your kids wake up, and before everything starts. I have lots of friends who are parents also, and they wake up, they're like, yeah, my kids are my alarm. And I'm like, man, that does not sound good. I need some time in the morning for myself to maybe read a book, maybe meditate, make myself breakfast, exercise, right? Whatever those needs are in the morning, just give yourself that time before your family's up, because if not, those things will not get done, and you'll continue to focus on serving others before you take care of yourself, which obviously we want to serve others, but the more we can take care of ourselves and give ourselves that you time, the better we show up for others in service. And then giving yourself some time in the evening to read, or just some time to unplug away from technology, or maybe not necessarily away from technology, but away from like mindless technology. So giving yourself, like, maybe you're studying a new language, or you want to read a nonfiction book, or you're studying a course, but give yourself that time in the evening alone that you can be with your own thoughts, your own needs, and work on you. Okay, so those are our 3 areas that we're going to address to live a balanced life with our physical health. First one is a one-size-fits-all solution. We're going to address our weaknesses and really focus on a program that works best for us. Second, we're going to give ourselves more breathing room to enjoy foods that we love, add in, pizza with our salad, have a couple drinks, because 80% of the time we're going to be on routine and on program, getting the amount of exercise we need each and every week. And then finally, we're going to create some more you time, go on a walk outside alone, giving ourselves that time and mental space needed to really unplug and check in with ourselves so we can live a more balanced life physically, and this stuff will carry over to our personal life too.
All it has is a guitar and a snare drum. Bang on it.
There you have it, episode 5, living a balanced life. I really hope you take our tips here, implement them so you can live a more balanced life physically, be a little bit easier on yourself, and take a different approach as you walk through your journey to becoming your healthiest and best self. If you'd like to get a more fast-track plan, send me an email at drew@teamupaz.com with success session in the subject line, and I'll get you all set up with myself or one of our coaches for a complimentary 30-minute success coaching call to make sure you're addressing your weaknesses and on the right path to improve your health and fitness for good. Thanks again for tuning in today. Look forward to connecting with you soon.
My room is empty. All it has is a guitar and a snare drum. Bang on it. Is this life? I guess it's fine.
On my socks, right? I got little ducks on my boxes. I'm essentially a man child. I don't think I'll ever change. Whenever I